needs to beat LuiisP in order to keep everything in his hands. Or I guess LuiisP, oh my goodness, popping off to start this game. I don't think we've seen LuiisP versus Zen. Zen has played just about every top player in his recent streak, but I don't think that included LuiisP. Similar to LuiisP at this point. And every time he plays somebody, he learns more. He's going to start now off the back wall. Is Zen reset at the midfield. Comes to the ground and hits the ball low. Zen was prepping for a wave dash shot that flew back up to the top of the net, but to turn back and make a play on the ball. And LuiisP was almost hoping he did, expecting to be able to tap it past him. Had Zen done that, Zen will back off now, and LuiisP puts the ball right behind where Zen is going to be. As Zen swings in net, he probably has every other part of the net covered for the kind of power that LuiisP can get. Zen is not getting whatever he wants in the air, and LuiisP ends up counterattacking as he goes to midfield, but still ends up having to hand it over to LuiisP. Zen looks to pre-jump the air dribble and goes flying over the top of it. He lays turtled as LuiisP currently has the elf. First touch reset, takes to the ground and gets LuiisP to take an unfavorable challenge. Luckily able to guide this into the crossbar in a position where he can follow it right back up. Zen sent it to the back wall. LuiisP still on offense. A minute left to go and a 2-goal lead. I think he just left the net open. Back off, and now it's LuiisP with possession, and he didn't expect Zen to turn around and immediately challenge something that he probably should have. LuiisP, no connection on the ball. He had only 30 seconds that he needed to hold on, and if he managed to touch this one, but Zen actually faking Zen delayed kickoff. Works perfectly, or not quite perfectly, because although he does get possession, LuiisP gets the boost. Can he get back up to this in time? Zen bumps him right as he lands. And LuiisP, the backflip will mean Zen wins the game. These two back and forth in the 16 seconds of overtime. But that final flip is the one that spells LuiisP's demise. So close to winning this game number one against the guy that very few have been able to beat in game one, half or so of LuiisP. And sometimes new games can completely reset momentum, but sometimes it stays in position, the eventual shot. LuiisP tried for a moment to catch the ball. You could see him, he didn't want to take the ball immediately to the side wall, which was an option. Instead, he waited for it to come. LuiisP pulls off of his air dribble, uses his second jump to push himself back just a little bit more in an attempt to LuiisP lobs the ball up to Zen. First touch actually completely kills its momentum. And then he baits LuiisP into a bad backwards challenge. Oh, Zen, my goodness. For it. I didn't think there was really a scoring position. And yet Zen flips underneath it and taps it just barely not on net. Gets the crossbar and is out, and then LuiisP. Zen gets the ball on the top of his car. His flick is red. LuiisP sends it to the backboard. And this is not the best of movements in net from LuiisP. He's going to have a tough time recovering to this one. But Zen actually placing the ball right around the post makes it hard for LuiisP. LuiisP just trying to close the distance between himself and Zen as early as possible, whenever he can. And Zen now likely to launch this flick. You can tell when the ball is rolling towards the end of the car that the flick is coming. And Zen absolutely rips one. It's going to be LuiisP who gives it just a little bit of extra. He clears the save to the midfield. Zen into the air again, pulls back off the ball. Luis, another great challenge. Zen, though, finds a way to get back to it. Finally, Zen works through LuiisP's defense. He has done such a good job of neutralizing Zen's aerial attack. But Zen got just enough this time as the ball bounces off the wall and back to himself. It might be really good performances against him, but you know who ends up winning in the end? Zen in every case but one. Right now, He's going to start again from behind in this game, guaranteeing the goal, which means he at least gets to keep offense. Now a dribble from the back corner. All of his dribbles have been falling. Luis on a carry and flick. Placed well. Zen's recovery is good enough to gain himself a possession. Zen might have a goal here as Luis goes to grab midfield boost. Didn't recognize that Zen had caught the ball. Check from Zen as he looks to gain possession. He starts his wall to air dribble from the back wall, not even aimed at the net. He was aimed almost to the side wall and corralled it around. This one doesn't pay off. Zen, a pinch from all the way on his own side of the field. It's just barely off target, but LuiisP can't get the read. I can't believe that Zen was going to get a shot in the back corner. I thought he was just taking his time. He said, no, I have a plan for a full field pinch. Taking the ball this strong into the ceiling, this far away from the net. But now I know. I've seen a couple delays from him in the series so far, and both of them came in the overtime. Zen bumps LuiisP and prevents him from scoring that dish off the backboard. I did not think that was possible by jumping off the wall. 5 seconds to go. Zen slow playing on the goal line and winning the game. So this will be the first one not won in overtime, but it goes to Zen nonetheless. GG's.